Good evening, everybody. Phil here. I'm back, and this is the daily wrap for what was Saturday, July 12th, 2025. My first day back since a week off for personal reasons. Now, if you would like to know the explanation, discussion, and all of that about what happened during that week, how things went down, my reaction to it, my reaction to everything that happened in the vortex and everywhere while this was going on, watch today's episode of the Level 1 podcast. I go into massive detail about it. I talk about all kinds of topics, including what we're now going to do for the schedule for the week because the week is completely weird and different, having missed a week. Um, the new reward when we hit 60 goals for the new DSP tries it coming up, which I'm excited for because it's something brand new and interesting that you guys should really like. So, all that jazz, and it was a very loaded podcast with tons of information. People were welcoming me back in droves. Very positive showing. Great attendance, great support, zero complaints from me. Outstanding. And then we jumped into GTA 4 with mods, and we played for about 2.5 hours, two videos. Each video was like an hour, 15 minutes long. Still going into the early stages of the game, including doing missions for little Jacob and his friend Badman, also doing the missions for Vlad, and then when things turned bad with that, now doing missions for this Russian guy, Faustin, and continuing on with all of that stuff. So, it was good. People liked it. Great stream and insane amounts of support. We hit 3 freaking goals today, almost 4 if you want to know the truth. We were actually having momentum to hit a 4th goal. So we ended that first stream at 55 out of 60 goals hit, already halfway to the next episode of DSP Tries It, which is great because it's been obviously over a week since the last one that I did, being that I skipped a whole week of streams. Okay. Then on the late stream, it was Capcom versus SNK2, Saturday night fights instead of Friday night fights. Now, I will be very transparent here, all right? I'm trying to get my account to level up. Why? I can't get to better players until my account gets higher level. The players that are gold and platinum are terrible in this game. Online laggers and button mashers and just abusers trying to get cheap wins, they suck, okay? So I need to go through armies of these guys to get to a higher rank, and I have been facing Diamond, Super Diamond, Ultra Diamond, and even Grandmaster players and beating them all. That pattern continued tonight. I did play on PC, and I beat a Platinum player a bunch. Then I ended up beating a Ultra Diamond player a bunch, and then I beat a Diamond player a bunch. So I did level up. I think I'm like a few wins away from finally hitting Diamond and getting out of the crappy Platinum, and that means that hopefully moving forward, I will be facing only the better players in this game on PC. But I only played on PC tonight. I didn't play on PS5, so I didn't play anyone over there. I'm still, I think, floundering in like super platinum over there. So it could take another stream or two to get PlayStation 5 up to diamond level. All right. But the good news is, had fun. I'm actually even improving even more with Chun-Li. I'm now comboing into her super, which is one of her key strategies that you should use with her. And I'm just getting better with the timing and the zoning and the matchups and the knowledge of the game the more I play. Great gameplay. I'd say the first half hour, pretty laggy and not that good. But after that, it got better. The whole last hour to hour and a half was actually great gameplay that you should enjoy. Good stuff. In fact, I actually played a former fighting game player by the name of Spider Dan. I used to play that guy all the time back in the day in tournament in the Versus series. So games like X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom, the earlier ones. I always used to play against Spider Dan in those. He's okay in CvS2, but of course he was a like ultra diamond and I was like whooping him. But then he was basically abusing lag online, which is ridiculous. He was roll throwing. He was mashing a ton. I was like, dude, you're better than this. And then I realized, wait a minute, it's Spider Dan. He's the Versus player. He's actually not that good in this. So, anyway, if you want to see some good close matchups and me raging a lot, watch tonight's gameplay. The one bummer, we hit over 3 goals on the first stream. Amazing momentum. Tonight, we did not hit the goal playing CvS2. In fact, to be honest with you, I noticed low attendance. All right. Engagement was all right. It's about what you can expect for CvS2. But the support, we got about $90 by the end of the night. And a lot of it actually came in last minute. So I'm not disappointed with that, but we did have momentum. Every time I was playing CvS2 before I took this week off for personal reasons, we were actually hitting the goals. And now all of a sudden, we're not hitting them. And that's disappointing. What I'm hoping is that because I had to take time off for personal reasons, that this doesn't stifle the momentum that we had and that we can get back on track. I hope, fingers crossed, arms crossed, everything crossed. I hope. I hope that now it's not going to be a pain to get back to where we were when we were actually doing really well until this stuff happened. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to complain when I had such an insanely positive, very well supported return stream earlier in the day. But we do need to get that momentum continuing. All right. All right. What's going on tomorrow? Well, first of all, tonight I'm actually going to make a schedule for you again. You haven't had one in a week, so I'm going to make an updated schedule and post it on my posts page here on DSP Gaming, like I always do, and on my X page, which is at They Call Me DSP on X. So you'll have that posted up. But in general, tomorrow it's going to be a chill podcast. We'll see what topics to talk about because I'm not sure, honestly. We got to look at what's actually going on right now. Is there game news to cover and the like, right? And then it's going to be more Death Stranding 2. Now, tomorrow we're going to see, now me being a week away from this game, when I play it again, will people actually show up, engage, and support Death Stranding 2? Or is it dead now because I skipped it for a week? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It sucks because we did have a really positive stream of it before I took the break, where I said, hey, it's kind of make or break. And then people showed up, engaged, and supported, and we had a great time. I would love to continue Death Stranding 2, but I have to have streams where people will show up and support them. So let's see what happens tomorrow with Death Stranding 2 on the first stream after the podcast, okay? And then tomorrow night, the return of American Truck Simulator, me chilling here with the driving wheel. Will we go to Texas? Will we go somewhere else, one of the other states I unlocked? I don't know. We'll find out together. But the thing is, I am, to be honest, hoping to hit DSP Tries It by either Monday or Tuesday. Why? Because once again, those are the days that my wife is guaranteed to be working during the day. Because of that, she doesn't have to cook one of those days. Perfect. We just order out. All right. So hopefully we will get consistent support on Sunday and Monday. And if we do, likely that means on Tuesday we can probably do DSP Tries It. Now, if we get overwhelming support one of those days, then we'll just do it early. Either one is good. All right. So again, check out the podcast if you want the skinny of what happened during the week that I was away. Enjoy all the gameplay from today, notably the last hour to 90 minutes of CvS2 here tonight was actually quite good, and I think you'll enjoy it. And I'll be back tomorrow for a podcast, Death Stranding 2, and Truck Sim. All right, guys, thank you so very much. Have a good night. See you in the morning. Thank you for understanding. Peace out.